dog's in the back. Here's Mike.
Hi, my name is I'm with the Garden State Film Festival. I have here with me Ash T and Mike Baez, the writers, producers, and stars of the show Hitbaby. Guys, thank you so much for joining with me today.
Thanks for having us.
So how are you guys doing today?
Doing great.
Really good.
So can you guys tell our live viewers a bit about your short film, Hitbaby?
Yeah, it's basically an action comedy, and it follows these two characters. First guy's name's Ash McQuaid, and he is a suicidal hitman, and he's totally tired. He's of killing. He's a professional killer, and he's on his 270th job, and he's like, you know what? I'm just gonna kill myself until he hears Mike Baez, who is playing Blue, and behind him he sees like, oh, this guy's trying to what is this guy all about? What's he doing? And Blue comes up, messes up the job, and apparently he wants Ash to teach him how to become a hitman. So Ash does not kill himself because Blue has interrupted the job, and it follows both of them as the botched job goes through of contract killing. Now the agency has a hit on him, and that's what the TV show is about. Mike, you want to add anything?
Yeah, basically that's it. Ash starts to train Blue out of really just needing someone else in his life. Ultimately, at the end, we find out that he reminds him of his brother. He's a hapless fuck up. He doesn't know how to do anything right, but the second he botches the first job, they're both sort of on the hit list of XYZ. So whether they want to or not, he's kind of stuck with them at this point.
Well, Mike, I want to welcome your furry friend. We're always welcoming some good boys. What's his name?
This is Jack. Jack.
Very handsome.
Thank you.
So, can you guys talk a bit about, your experience with writing and producing?
Yeah.
I did a movie a while ago in New York called Stiffed. I moved out here 5 years ago, and ever since then, just been wanting to make and create more stuff. It was so good to help me. It helped me help write and produce actually the entire project because he's just a great friend.
So Mike and I have been doing a lot of sketch comedy over the years, like just doing random YouTube things. And one day he just called me up and he said, hey, I got this idea. You want to improv it? It's about two hitmen. So we just randomly did a scene. We just kind of worked off each other. He gave me like the nuts and bolts of what the scene was about. And then we're like, oh, this is kind of funny. This is pretty interesting. We should continue this. So we like spent the next 2 weeks just writing and rewriting and until we finally had the script ready. We're like, all right, I think it's ready to film now. So
yeah, it was actually an Instagram video which ultimately, like soon after, a couple months, became like a trend. I saw like a bunch of other Instagrammers doing this thing about the spy, the dumb spy who like drinks his own water and like falls out or whatever. Everyone was sort of doing that. But my initial idea was, this guy wants him to train him. He comes to his house, and then the idiot kicks the gun over by mistake, and it lands right at the feet of the other guy. And that was basically the idea. And from them, just stemmed on and on and on. We're able to make something so big out of something so small.
Yes. So how did the two of you come together? Like, how did you meet each other?
We met on set.
Yeah,
a James Balsamo film. Was a friend of mine. He's a filmmaker, and we just met on set. Ash was there acting, and I was there acting in a small part. We became friends after that, and then we just did like maybe 5 or 6 sketches. We created a small like web series called. It didn't really go anywhere, but it was called. What was it?
Bro Code.
Bro Code. And it's about two guys who are like roommates or bros, but Ash is like the one that keeps fucking me over constantly. And so that's the joke of bro code.
It sounds like you've got like this running thing where you're constantly, you know, getting knocked on the head by Ash and in everything you're doing together.
In real life
Oh, it's
too.
just my character type. I found my niche. I'm the hapless idiot. And so Ash plays the perfect opposite to that. You know, guy who's got it all together, knows what he's doing. The money, the cars, the look. And then there's me.
Perfect comedic duo. Yeah. Sorry.
No, you're fine. So this is a TV pilot, right?
Yeah.
So can
Yes.
you tell us a bit about this TV show that's coming together, I guess?
Yeah, actually, you go ahead, take it, Ash.
Well, are you talking about like what would happen in the next few seasons, or?
Well, I mean, so when did you guys end up filming this pilot?
December 2020.
Oh, okay. So this was
it took a while.
Pandemic. So how did the pandemic affect production and whatnot?
Oh man, I was tense the whole time because I was like, if anybody gets COVID on this set, it's going to be terrible. So basically what we did was we had everybody, there's free COVID testing in LA. And so everybody just tested with that every time. You know, we wore masks and all of that stuff. And somehow we made it through without anybody getting COVID. And, but I will say it was a very, I was always on edge that whole time because I didn't want anybody
Especially
to get sick.
it was right at the beginning. It was right at the beginning of COVID. So no one, you know, all we heard of was just, you know, people dying and whatnot. So we didn't take it lightly. It wasn't, you know, we all wore masks, but for the most part, everyone had to take a COVID test once every couple of days or so. And, you know, we just complied. We did everything we're supposed to do as far as COVID compliance, and luckily everything turned out fine.
I'm glad to hear it. So when did this end up getting? Has this aired? I apologize if it has aired. I'm not familiar. I was about to say because you were saying before, you know, when I asked about like what's coming with the season. So this is a new show that you guys are pushing out.
Yeah, pitching.
Pitching right now. Okay. So when's the big pitch? Or I guess we're in the middle of it now.
We're in the middle of it. Just going festivals, you know, talking to people, meeting filmmakers, you know. This is it. This year is the year, even though it, you know, it took about 2 years, but some like there were some things that happened in the middle that we couldn't get it together. So but we made it for the 2023 film festival season, so here we are.
Here you are. So before, as I was saying, you know, I guess what is your idea for, you know, that first season? Let's say it gets pitched, as I so hope it does. You know, what's, you know, your idea for where this will go?
Well, as far as like the story and everything, we actually wrote it originally was going to be a web series, and then we ended up turning it into a pilot. So if you actually look at the show the way it is, every episode is roughly 3 to 5 minutes, and every episode in the pilot, sort of every 3 to 5 minutes, would be its own episode. So the first season would actually be the pilot broken up over time. Does that make sense?
Oh God. Okay, I got you. So okay, so like as I watched
the whole season,
there were like scenes that were like 3 to 5 minutes long, and so those were the original. Oh, okay, that's actually cool.
And so the thing is, though, like when you bring it into a film festival, it's either a pilot or it's a show or a series. And so like we didn't know exactly where we wanted to, but as far as the structure, that's pretty much the structure that we would have for the entire first season.
Okay. Really cool.
Yeah,
So
I'm gonna kill you.
So Ash, what's your, what, so for the book, what is it that you want your audience members to take away from at least this, short film, whether it's the web series put together or pilot? Like what do you want everyone to take away from it?
I think the first and foremost is just to laugh and just to like take a moment and a breather to be like, oh, okay, I enjoyed watching that. The second thing is that, friendship, a lot of the time in the US, we try to do everything on our own, like as individuals, but it's always good to have like a group of people. Just like with this series, like we brought all our friends in and we made this, show, and couldn't have done it without like the teamwork and the friendships that we have. So I think that's kind of the takeaway from this for me.
Yeah, and Ash got Abigail Breslin to direct it.
I grew up watching her movies. I've got to say, I feel like I grew up with her. So when I saw that she directed this, I thought that was just like so cool.
Yeah, it's her directorial debut. It's a really special thing.
Directorial debut. She did a fantastic job, and now she's nominated for a couple awards across the country.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, not that it probably means anything to her, but means the world to us.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, like that's so cool that you guys, so you got all friends, I guess, to do this together, or how did you find some of your cast and crew?
It's literally all of our friends. It's their entire community. And, I met Abby on a film set and like I kind of befriended her on that thing. And that's how I brought her into this. But then, Mike's got a bunch of friends that he brought in. I brought a bunch of friends, and that's how we made it.
That's actually so fun, though.
Yeah.
I think that's how everything is done in Hollywood,
Yeah. Definitely makes it like more personal. You can have just like a great time doing it. So where are you guys? How did you find the Garden State Film Festival?
I was doing a lot of research on Filmmaker, and I look at all the reviews of all of these film festivals, right? And it said, Garden State Film Festival is a really great place to submit. They treat their filmmakers really great, and you can already see it because there's not a lot of film festivals that even have this 15-minute, publicity that we get here to talk about our film. So, I think it's really off to a good start, and I'm pretty excited about it.
We're thrilled to
I
have
was going to make it. I'm actually flying to Connecticut on Sunday.
How does it feel to be accepted into the Garden State Film Festival?
Feels great. I mean, it's gotten into a couple. I mean, and I personally didn't expect much of it, but so far it's gotten into like 5 or 6 different film festivals, and it's basically when we're gonna have our screening and where most of our friends are finally going to see it for the first time because no one's actually seen it yet.
Really? Ooh, so I get to be special. I got to see it. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. No, everyone asks, when are we going to see it? When are we going to see it? I'm like, at a film festival when it comes to us.
Haha, I got to see it first. So where are you guys at right now? Like, where are you, where are you tapping in from?
North Hollywood.
Oh, how's the weather? I hear it's been raining in LA.
It's actually really good now. It was raining for 2 weeks, but now we got our weather back. I was like, why do I live here? I should just move to New Jersey.
Really? Really? We get all 4 seasons in 1 week. It's like, all right, joke. Mike, where are you at?
Koreatown, LA. Also, I'm going to be flying out to Connecticut next week, which sucks because I really wanted to make the film festival. I was going to think about trying to get out there a week earlier, but I couldn't do it.
So Mike, you're not going to be able to make it to Garden State. Ash, do you think you'll be making an appearance?
Yeah, I'll be coming by.
Okay, well,
am I going to
awesome.
see you?
I will be there. I actually so look forward to meeting you. Mike, I'm sorry, I guess I won't be able to meet you in person, but it was such a pleasure to get to meet you and talk to you over this interview. Thank you both so much for taking the time with me today. Guys, you can see the TV pilot Hitbaby on Saturday, March 25th at the Jersey Shore Arts Center from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Ash, Mike, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.
Thanks a
You
lot,
as well.
Emily.
Thank you.